Hey, this is Scott Waters, and welcome to No Life to Metal. And this is going to be another epic unboxing video. I was just in Canada, spending some time with SMF Captain Howdy out there. When I got back, this was waiting for me. So a week's worth of mail. Looks all like records, maybe a couple CDs. Don't know. Some of it's VCLT, some of it might be stuff I ordered. I don't know. I'm just gonna open it all up on camera. We'll see what's in here. Some of you guys may know some of this stuff. You may know more about it than I do. So if you do, please feel free to tell me what you know. What's playing in the background lately is October 31, Meet Thy Maker. Yeah, I've had this CD forever. Classic US heavy metal with King Fowley on vocals. Of course, King being more known for his work with, Deceased. So okay, so his first box is from Rocks Productions, and I kind of know what's in here, only because I was expecting this box. I do a lot of work with Rocks, and I did the artwork and layout for this, the new One Row Vision record, which I actually have sitting over here. So here's the CD version of this. Well, this is also going to be coming out as part of Rocks' Underground series, and cracked open the box. So, one second here. Yeah. Alright. And exactly what is in here is what I thought was in here. And this is the One Row Vision two-headed monster vinyl. And this is the test pressing on Erica Records. And this is exactly the way this album will ship. It comes in this black sleeve and with the J card that fits inside of it. And up top it says Rocks Records Underground Series #1. And there will be several records in this series, and they will all come in similar layouts like this, with the black paper insert and the record, and as well as that 6-inch back. And then as well on the inside of these things, just a second to get in here. On the inside of these things, so you can see the flap here. So this is the Underground series, but as you can see, it's also printed on the inside. In this case, a collage of photos and the lyrics, as well as here's your vinyl, and you can see it's a test pressing on Erica Records. They will have a custom center ring when the album is finally released. This is just the test pressing to make sure it sounds as good as it's supposed to, and I haven't heard it yet, obviously, since I just opened the box, but I will listen to this shortly. I have heard this CD. I've heard this on CD, so as well as being in there, there was a surprise in there that I did not know about from Rocks, or Bill at Rocks Productions. He went to go see Riot 5, and he scored me a Riot 5 T-shirt, which is very awesome. So of course you guys know you'll be seeing this in an upcoming video, because I pretty much wear a different concert shirt in every video. In this case, I'm wearing a Metalworks T-shirt, which is from the Toronto area. Gilmore from Triumph. It's his studio, and it's an intimate studio out of Toronto. A lot of major artists have recorded that. SMF Captain Howdy and I actually went to the studio to see if we could catch Gilmore, but he was off that day, so such is life, right? This next box is from Metal War God, Kevin Colehouse, but he runs the Metal War God radio show, and he's also a vinyl community member showing vinyl and CDs and video, and I will put a link to his channel below. And this was just kind of a surprise box. I wasn't expecting anything from him. And what's in here? Well, what do you expect from a guy named Metal War God, but metal, right? I am unfamiliar with both. Oh, I am familiar with this one. This is Rockarola. And this is on Stormspell Records. Anything on Stormspell Records is worth picking up. Stormspell just puts out quality material, and they put out great CDs. And I believe they do vinyl now too, but their stuff is always high quality stuff. They never put out crap. Even if it's just a bunch of old demos from an old band, it's still, the packaging is incredible. And I'm sure this will be no different. And then as well we have Tanagra. None of this is real. And I don't know this one at all. It is a brand new release in 2015. Cool cover art. So I'm looking forward to checking out this as well. So thank you, Metal War God. There's also a record in here too, though. This is Blade Runner. Blade Killer. Blade Runner, that's a movie, right? Blade Killer. See what label this is on. I can't tell. This is on Underground Power Records. This is a numbered copy, 118 out of 333. Looks to be, I don't know yet, but it looks to be, oh, this is Stormspell Records. There you go, so they do vinyl. There is Stormspell Records. And there is, feels like there's an insert in here. I would expect no less from Stormspell, who always put out quality material. Black vinyl. Excuse me while I drop things. Feels like 180 gram record vinyl. And this is a 4-song EP from this band. I would assume this is going to either be thrash or heavy metal coming off of Stormspell Records. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Regardless, dude, you rule. You didn't have to send me anything, but I'm glad you did. There's the band photos in the back if I didn't show those already. Thank you very much. Again, I'll put Metal War God's link to his channel below. So check out Metal War God. Obviously, he shows a lot of metal. So if you like metal, check out Metal War God. All right, next up, this is from Chad. Ah, I'm so close. But the name wasn't on the front. So this is from Chad Mangrum, who lives on Mockingbird. I always thought that was a cool name for a street. And this is some cool duct tape on here with the little skull heads all over it. We kind of worked out a trade. Sort of. It wasn't really a trade. I just offered to send him some stuff. And then I asked him if there was he had showed a 7-inch single they picked up at a local record store. And he said there was more there. So I told him that I would, you know, send him some cash if he would pick up a copy for me as well. And he said he would just get it for me, so that's cool. This is some good tape. Alright. Almost there. I didn't pre-open this box. All I pre-opened was the very first box, so yeah, there's more than just a single in here. So what do we got going on here? We got Born Late Records. A little flyer from Born Late Records, and it looks like a sticker. Yep. Born Late Records. That's cool. And this is a little magazine from Fort Worth Weekly, which says check out page 6. So here's the magazine. Check out page 6. So I'm going to be doing that right now. Check out page 6. Oh, there's an article on yeah, there's an article on the record store that he actually was talking about where he bought this stuff from. And the girl who is part of the store is also a tattoo artist, and she's, I guess, battling with the city or something like that to be able to tattoo in her place. But very cool article, which I will check out. Fort Worth Weekly. And what's inside of here? There we go. And exactly what I said it was going to be in. This is the St. Vitus Lily F6 pre-release for Blessed Night and Look Behind You 7-inch single. There was looks like 1,500 of these pressed on Seasons of Mist record. This is number 536. Oh, this is still sealed. No, it's not. It's open. Good. So this is on black vinyl, I believe. Got it right. And it has a custom center ring. There it is. Love me some St. Vitus, old school doom metal. And very cool. This 7-inch just came in, and I'm going to be doing a 7-inch vinyl update real soon in next week or so, showing off a bunch of 7-inch vinyl. So that's very cool. Thank you, Chad. Not Chris. I don't know where I got Chris from. I'm actually new to Chad's channel in the last couple months, so I don't know him all that well yet. But like I said, cool cat. I've been digging his videos, and hope you guys will check out his videos as well. Should have made some room for all this stuff. Alright, next up is a monster box from EJD715. Okay, now Eric and I we send stuff back and forth all the time. This box is going to put him way ahead of me, so I owe him big time. But I also won his contest not too long ago, and the contest prize should be in this box, but this box is way too heavy to be one record. Eric is a metalhead, but he's also like some classic rock stuff, Pink Floyd, Genesis, that kind of thing. Check out his channel. He actually lives in the same state as I do right now, although he's moving. However, he does live several hours away. We've hooked up once or twice. Once or twice, I can't remember how many times. At least once we hooked up and went to see Exodus and Exodus and Testament play, and that was a great show. So what do we got in this gigantic box of stuff? All right. Right on. So we got the best of Budgie. This is a UK collection. I love Budgie, and Budgie records are so hard to find. And I actually did tell Eric that I had this record. But the record I picked up in a dollar bin out in California a few months ago, and it wasn't worth the dollar. Let's just put it that way. It didn't even play properly, so that's very cool. This one I'm totally unfamiliar with, but looks interesting. This is Scorpion Child, a Nuclear Blast from 2013. This looks to be a gatefold. Very cool no matter what. So I'll be checking them out. Maybe one of you guys know something about Scorpion Child. I know nothing about them. This is a double vinyl on like a bronze colored vinyl. Very neat. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with Scorpion Child, so this is, I didn't know anything about this, so this is definitely VCLT. Oh, wow. So there you got side 3, and then side 4, if you don't know how well you'll be able to see it on the video, is etched. Gives you some different angles there, so maybe you can see it. Very cool, with 3 like eyeballs and a 6-sided star. That's cool, Eric. Looking forward to this. Hope I like it. I'm sure I will. You know my taste as well as anybody else does, so we'll check out Scorpion Child. Ah, yes, and here's the prize I won from his contest. This is Arch, another return to Church Hill. This is Norwegian heavy metal. I would call this power metal back in the 80s. You know, bands like Metal Church and that's the closest I could think of, Metal Church. Just that sound where it's almost thrash, but it's more metal than thrash. And that's kind of where Arch were. You know, just pure power metal. They're from Norway. Yeah, can't even think of another band to describe it to, really. Metal Church is probably the closest I can think of. Reverend, maybe. Heretic. That kind of stuff, you know. I really like this album. I have it on CD. Wanted it on vinyl. He had it on vinyl, and he gave it to me as his contest prize. So, all right, this is cool. This is some thrash metal. This is CIA. And of course, this is Glenn Evans, who is most known as the drummer, if I'm not mistaken, for Nuclear Assault. But here, obviously, he's playing guitar. And there's the inner sleeve. I have this one on CD too, but I love thrash metal, and it's one style of music that I'm looking for on vinyl all the time. And these last two, okay, this is Rick Wakeman, the 6 Wives Henry VIII. This is, you know, Rick Wakeman from Yes. This is a classic album. This is one of those ones I had as a kid, sold off in 1990, and been looking to buy back ever since. And Eric must have found a copy, knew I was looking for it, and there we got it. So, Rick Wakeman, the 6 Wives Henry VIII. Sounds a little bit like Yes, but it's definitely a Rick Wakeman solo album. So, and then the last one is Planet P. And I checked out a little bit of Planet P on YouTube. Really new to this band, but very cool. All those are cool. Eric, you're just awesome, dude, and I really appreciate you sending all those along. And I appreciate you letting me, give me your what do you call it? The prize of the contest. And I hope you guys will check out Eric's channel. Like I said, I'm gonna put a link below. EJD715 is his YouTube name. If the link doesn't work or something, you just look it up. EJD715. Great guy. Alright, so we got a couple more packages here. Like I said, this is an epic video. This one comes from Canada, Mr. Landry, who's channel 33 RPM, I believe. Actually, I know that's his name. I should have reopened some of these. No idea what he sent. I know a few weeks ago I sent him a couple CDs and a Blue Oyster Cult record because he had mentioned on his channel that he had never really heard any Blue Oyster Cult. And I'm like, oh, that's got to change. So I sent him a Blue Oyster Cult record that I had an extra copy of. And he said he was going to send me something back. And totally unnecessary. You know, when I send out records and CDs to people for music to check out, totally unnecessary to send stuff back. It's not the reason I'm sending stuff out. But of course, I definitely appreciate it. So we'll see what's in here. First of all, there's a letter in here. Hope this package runs you well. Right on. I read as fast as I could. So, all right. So what do we have in here? We have first of all, we have a T-shirt. Eat, sleep, listen to records. Channel 3 RPM. There you go. So how you can't have a bigger, advertisement than that right there. So yeah, right on. This is cool. This will be worn in a future video as well. You know it, man. Channel 33 RPM. Again, shows a lot of hard rock and metal. Recently showed a ton of Japanese Aerosmith records that made me green with envy. And awesome channel. Very professional channel. You guys will dig him. If you're a fan of my channel, or you even like my channel at all, check out Channel 33 RPM. I know you'll dig it. So then also what we have in here is a picture disc of new wave of British heavy metal band Tank. And this is very cool. It came in a white sleeve. I know this originally came in a clear plastic sleeve. I just happen to have an extra clear plastic sleeve, so this will be going back in the clear plastic sleeve. This comes from Filth Hounds from Hades. And this is awesome. I love 7-inch singles, especially heavy metal 7-inch singles. So dude, you batted a million with that one. That's freaking awesome. And then also, and I didn't have that. Oh, and I have a space right here. I'll stick it there right now. This is Kick-Axe Vices. This is their first album. From what he said in here, I know they're a Canadian band. So their big break came later that year when they opened for Priest on some dates. They were a Canadian band. So there you go. And I do have their second album, I believe. Didn't have this one. I don't even have this one on CD. So this is one that's totally new in my collection. I have heard this record before though, so it is very good stuff. So there you go. Kick-Axe Vices. We'll just put that right there. And one more to go. This comes from another New Mexican, like EJD715. This VCLT comes from David McPherson, which is also the name of his channel. So check out David's channel. He lives I believe outside of Santa Fe somewhere, New Mexico, which is about half an hour, 40 minutes from where I live. And I have yet to actually hook up with him in person, but I'm sure that'll happen one of these days. And I have no clue what's in this box. None. This is total surprise. Total... Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow. This is the re-release of Annihilators Neverland. And I was just out in Canada, like I said. One of the things I was looking for everywhere was Annihilator, and all I could find was their new album in stores. Nothing else by them, and I love Annihilator. Jeff Waters is one of my favorite guitar players. I have everything they released on CD, but I've been trying to get their stuff on vinyl. So glad to have this. That was really, really nice of you, dude. You didn't have to, but I'm so glad you did. It's a welcome addition to my collection, and it's going to be spun as soon as I'm done doing this video. And then one last thing. This is feels like a CD. It should be a CD. It comes from Nova Scotia, which is also in Canada. Yeah, this is a CD. And this is from a member of the Heart of Metal board. If you guys go to www.heartofmetal.net, that is my heavy metal discussion board. And anybody's welcome to join it. And this comes from a member of that board. This is called Entombed Left Hand Path, and this is obviously is a CD. And I'm looking forward to checking this out. I know this is death metal, but it's quality death metal. Let's just put it that way. There's also a couple of CDRs in here of just mixed stuff that he puts on there, just because there's certain brand he was wanting me to check out. So he made me a couple of mixed CDs, which I'll be listening to in my Mustang. I enjoyed the last two he sent me. So, is that it? That's it! epic unboxing video. So that's it. I'm glad. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of stuff I haven't heard, obviously, because it's all new to me. So if you guys know about it, have any hints, any recommendations, leave a comment below. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Please subscribe to me and to the people that I also talked about. I always appreciate you guys. I appreciate my subscribers, and I definitely appreciate you guys who are, doing this VCLT thing. I love sending it out, so I know you guys do too. That's it. God bless. Stay strong.